Hello and welcome to Tennis Snacks. And today we're talking about the best way to close out points with mid-court shots. But before we jump into today's video, I just want to make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. And if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Today we're joined by Grace, and she's going to help us out with some drills so that I can show you guys the best way to close out those mid-court points. And also make sure to stick around to the end of the video because we'll have some pro tips from yours truly.
Yours truly means you.
And also make sure to stick around to the end of the video because
I have some pro tips from yours truly.
we all know that it's really hard sometimes to close out those points, but I want to give you this pro tip in order for you guys to try and increase those winning shots, and hopefully will lead to more wins. So before we start into the drill itself, I set up some stripes. As you can see here from this video, Grace is starting from a more dynamic stance. And that's really important so that when you go for the contact point with the ball, you're already like focused and already activated with your footwork. Because one of the most important things here is try to get closer to the ball using your footwork. That's really important here, okay? After you get off of the stripes, this is the important part, right, Grace?
Yes.
The important part here is how you set up your feet. And that's what we're going to jump into it right now. Grace is using her footwork in order to get behind the ball. Because she's a lefty, I'm going to use those references as the left foot getting behind the ball, and then that's when she gathers the energy in order to jump forward. So as you can see here, first she's able to lock that left foot behind the ball, and after she locks the left foot, she's going to use that energy from the left leg in order to push the body forward.
It's like load and explode.
Load and explode, that's so good.
So good, right?
Well done. One of the biggest pressure points here is to try and synchronize the jump with the contact point. So when you're landing, especially after you make that lunge, you need to land with your front leg holding your body weight. As you can see here, Grace, she first locks her left foot on the ground, and then she's going to try and synchronize the contact point with the jump. And this is the important part. This is the big pressure point of this shot. So if you're able to synchronize both, you have that snappy mid-court shot that can probably close out the point right away. We successfully covered the forehand side, so now let's move on into the backhand side. Because tennis is quite symmetrical, we're going to use the same setup, but with a slight difference, and that's the leg that supports the body weight. In this case, since Grace is lefty, we're going to start working first with that right foot getting behind the ball, okay? And then that right leg will make the jump forward. So when she's going to hit the shot, she's going to be landing with the front leg, and in this case, it will be the left foot.
Synchronized with the contact point.
Well done.
Pro tip number 2 from yours truly. Make sure you impact the ball at its highest point. Never use this shot when the ball is lower than the net. This is my personal opinion on this shot and how it helped me. I've in the past had problems with closing the point earlier, or I've gotten nervous when coming up to the ball and either overhit it or got on top of it too much when it was under the net. This shot, you have to make sure you use it when the ball is at its highest point and above the net. And so if the ball is below the net, you still have to brush it under. But this is just a really super helpful shot if you're just looking to close the point early when you have a high ball. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.
So this wraps up our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. Yeah, so hopefully next time you get on the court or in the match, you try to use this setup so that you can try and close out those points, because you don't want to stay too long in the rally. You want to close out those points. And if you have that short ball, make sure to use this technique in order to get a more powerful shot, snappier shot, so that you can close out that point.
This is a difficult shot, and so you have to make sure you practice it with your coach, not just by watching this video, because it's a little harder. I know I make it look so easy, and yeah, stop it.
Thanks for watching, and keep on snacking.
Just a quick pro tip from yours truly. When you're executing this shot, take this big step, do this, but don't fall, like this. But if you do, make it graceful.
That's a good tip.